Welcome to Country Kickback, where you'll hear the latest music from performers you already know and discover new music and artists from around the world. If you have an artist you'd like us to chat with, reach out to the team at countrykickback.com, or you can watch our live videos and more by following us on social media and YouTube. Here is your host, Danni Shaw, with the latest from Country Kickback.
Hello. Sorry we're late. We've had a few technical problems. Kaz, you're in the room so quickly tonight. You nearly beat me. I hope you're well. We had a few technical problems today, but we've got them sorted now and we're ready to go. Tell us what you guys have got up for the rest of the week. Have you got live shows? I know tomorrow I'm going to see Jamie Lindsay. He's playing in Launceston, and he's got a show on Saturday in Baghdad if you're near there as well, and I'm pretty sure both of them are free. So if you're in Launceston tomorrow, send me a message and come along because it's going to be great fun. Hi Paula, thank you for coming. How are you? Where are you based, Paula? I can't remember where you said you were based. We've got Ronnie waiting for us in the room, so we might welcome him in. Oh, when I can get my mouse, we'll welcome him in. Hello.
Hey Danni, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Stressed out now?
Yeah. Bit of technical issue, but we finally got there.
Technical problems. Technology. You'd think we'd be much better at it now after the last few years, but we're still struggling.
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you what, I've been struggling for the last 20 minutes. So, yeah.
I'm so sorry. We got there. We got there.
I think it's from our end, so I don't know what it's doing. So.
Look, honestly, computers have not been my thing today because even at work, my internet stopped working. So I figured that meant that it should be time to go home. That's what I would have taken. Kaz has popped in. She's here already. She's saying to say hi. And Paul is also here asking how you are, how everything's been. So thank you for joining us. Tell us in the comments where you're watching from. We haven't had you on the show. It's really exciting. We've had a couple of people that we haven't had on the show the last few weeks. So I always like to hear new stories. And I know we're here to talk about your current single, but I was wondering if we could go back a bit to hear your musical journey and how you've come into country music and what made you want to do it.
Yeah, it started all with me with my brothers. My older brother Roger used to play a lot of those country classics, the Hank Williams, Don Williams, Slim Dusty, Jade Hurley's, and all that kind of, legends. And I just grew up with it. And, that was in the early 80s. And then towards the late 80s, he introduced me to Randy Travers and Toby Keith and all those kind of guys. And I just fell in love with it, as soon as I heard Ronnie Travers, and I thought, country music, I really liked it. And back in those days, not many people used to listen to it out here. And and if you're a country fan, you were considered a bit weird. So but I actually I used to play in a like a rock kind of band as a drummer in the early 90s, and but I always loved country music and I always played it. I just found that towards the late 1990, I was about 98, 99. I really started sort of going out there singing and doing covers and all that kind of stuff, and I came across a gentleman by the name of AEST Fender. Now, AEST Fender, I don't know, for those who don't know him, he's a Australian legend. He wrote songs for Slim Dusty and Jade Hurley and people like that. So, and basically he invited me down to his studio and said, mate, look, I've got a song for you. And, and he really liked my style and the way that I sung. And we were working on it. And unfortunately, he passed away. So... that was in the early 2000s. So I continued on, just trying to, try to do what we were planning to do. And it took me a while. And, back in 2009, I sort of just sat back a little and just worked on what he was teaching me about songwriting and things like that, just bettering my skills, And to me, I just felt that at that time, that American style of country music wasn't really going that well in Australia, and that was my kind of style, as you know.
Yes, yeah.
And I just sort of just kept writing and just playing at local places and just doing some open mic nights and just some private shows and things like that, just trying to better it. And and I ended up writing Cruising Along. And I
Wow.
thought, and I thought, you know what, I better give it another go, I think. So
Yeah.
and I always had Ace on my mind, trying to accomplish what we wanted to do, and he's one of the driving forces, in my mind that keeps me going. So that's how I fell in love with it, and I continue to go with it.
Good. We want you to. What a beautiful story. And he was right. Look at what you've done. There are lots of people popping in the comments at the moment. Jules has popped in and she said to say hi. Hi, Jules. I hope you're doing well. I know we haven't spoken for a little while.
Yeah, Jules is amazing. Yeah, she's actually a song. Yeah. It's
so
I used to be a cowboy, and I'm so glad that that she let me jump in with her stable. So
yes. She's wonderful and she does so much work. I don't know how she finds time to even watch. Kaz has said that she said seeing Rick Hart's new band on Saturday and Lynn and Kelly on Sunday. So she's got a busy weekend of shows.
Yeah.
Hang on. I did click that one off. There's lots of people popping in. Paula said that she loves the old school legends. Absolutely. That's, it's funny because when you were saying, you were considered a bit weird back then, like in country music, and I was the same. Those of us that liked it, a lot of people didn't tell people, and I was the opposite. I didn't care, but look at us now. It's turned. It's definitely turned.
Look at Gympie, and all kind of festivals. Look at all the people that go there. I mean, how is that not getting played on commercial radio? You know what I mean?
Exactly right. Yeah.
It just I don't understand it. I mean, the best artists out there all come from country backgrounds. So
yeah, they do, and honestly, the numbers at festivals and the numbers at shows just show how much it's come back the other way now. It's everybody's starting to. People don't know that they like country music. They hear a song and they're singing it, and you go, do you actually understand that that's country and you're liking it? So it's people just have forgotten those genre titles and they're starting to listen to music because they like to listen, not because So hopefully,
I mean that's why. We've got the best fans. We've got the best. We've got best of every country music.
We do. So. Yeah. Absolutely, and your sound is it's a really quite traditional country music sound, which is absolutely what people are jumping on it. Scott has popped in. Scott helps me so much with Country Kickback, and he said that he's loving the rich Americana country rock sound. That's right. And have you thought of releasing in the US? He wants to know.
Actually, I have thought about releasing in the US, but I had this thing there where I said, I want to sort of reach the milestones here in Australia.
Yes.
Before I release anything over there, I mean, there's a lot of, even like I've been asked a couple of times to go over to the States, to play there, but I want to do all of Australia first before I do anything like that. So
but it's nice to be able to do that. Yeah, definitely. What a lovely way to do it. Definitely. Yeah. And John has popped in. He said hello. He's watching from Geraldton in Western Australia. And Jules said, "You guys are too sweet." I think she's just lovely. And
Geraldton is a beautiful place. I've been through there when I went up to Karratha because my brothers used to work up there. And Geraldton, good old Geraldton. Yeah, nice town.
Where were you originally from? Because you're based in New South Wales now.
Yeah. I'm originally from Kemps Creek, which is Kemps Creek, just here. I grew up on a small farm there, and just rode dirt bikes and paddy bashes and did all that kind of stuff as a young kid. They used to call us the Sticks, but we had the best worlds, I reckon. So
my goodness, yes.
I've been there, and I've been in this area now for forever. So
Yeah. And you want to get out. You want to get out and tour. You want to come right round. Have you been down to Tassie before? That's where I'm based. I'm in Tassie.
Yeah, I haven't been to Tasmania before. But I've been around 3/4 of Australia. I've been inland quite a bit.
Yes.
Because when I finished school, I was actually studied as a commercial pilot. So I used to do a lot of hours trying to build up. We do all the country towns and do all those kind of stuff. to try to build our hours up. And so I saw a lot of beautiful places, a lot of country towns, and been all around. Except I haven't been to Tasmania and I haven't been to Darwin.
Oh wow! So you got two wonderful places to put on
places. Yeah.
to put on that list.
Yeah, definitely.
You need to get some gigs in those areas. So anybody that's got some ideas in Darwin or anywhere actually that they want to see them go to, let us know in the comments. Tell us where to go.
Yeah.
And Scott just popped another. I can't see it though. It's not coming up on my screen. Here we go. And he said the Gympie was awesome. I don't know how you are still standing, Scott, because I know that you had some very late nights and early mornings. And country, yeah, you're right. Country music should be on mainstream, absolutely. And I feel like it's slowly getting there. Sometimes we can go to the supermarket and hear a country song, and especially an Australian one, which is really exciting. It is starting to come out a little bit more on those platforms, definitely, which is good. Now, tell us a little bit about, so your current single for radio release is I Used to Be Her Cowboy. Tell us a little bit about this song and the rest of your songs, actually. Like, I know we're here to talk about them all, but that's your current radio single. So tell us a bit about this one.
Yeah, I Used to Be a Cowboy was just something that I had floating around in my head, and about how, when you look at cowboys and their image, they're always kind of, perceived to have that bad boy image and always get up to strife and all that kind of stuff. And I just thought, they're always judged very quickly to be guilty, even if they're innocent. So I thought, what, how about I write that towards a love breakup song type of thing. And I was just sitting in here, which has got my little mini studio here, and I got my little writer's room, and I was just thought about how, you just go out for a drink with the boys, and it could, somebody sees you talking to someone, and then all of a sudden the whole town thinks you're doing something wrong.
Small towns.
Get back to your partner, and next thing you know, she's telling you to pack your bags and see you later. So I just thought I'd build it all around that concept, and I just came up with I Used to Be Her Cowboy.
I love it. It's a great song, and it's a good fun song. I love your music is very fun listening to your music, and I actually can't wait to get to see it live because I haven't been lucky enough to see you performing live yet.
Yeah,
but you're about to head out on the road. You've got some shows coming up.
Yeah.
Can we get tickets to any of your shows at the moment?
Yeah, I think there's about 100 tickets left. I think Mick Bond was saying for Country Rocks, that's this Friday. I think I'm jumping on stage at 4:15, roughly around about there. Lovely. And I'm bringing a surprise person with me, which is Rod Motby. He's going to be traveling with me he's coming down to do some acoustic stuff with me. So, so I'm really going to have a really good time. And so we're heading down there. And I've got a few other ones. I've got, one up there at, I think it's called Goldberg Brewing down there at Wollongong.
Yes.
That's just a free event. It's a Sunday session. Got the Cherry Festival in Young. That's at the Commercial Hotel. So, we're getting around a little bit, which is good. And finally.
Finally, I know.
It's been crazy. So especially my area, we were the hardest hit. Have you had
it yet? Have you been lucky enough to stay COVID free?
I copped COVID in, I think it was February.
Yes.
It was just before my EP launch.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I had to cancel it. I was in late January, early February. Yeah, so I had to cancel it and then do it a few weeks later. So,
how did you go singing afterwards? Did the singing come back all right?
Yeah, no, it was good. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't really. I didn't really cop it that bad. Touch wood, But I copped it that time, but I haven't copped it since, and I don't want to cop it. So,
touch wood. We hope we stay clear. Paula has jumped in and she said that she loves your new song, your new radio song. Tell us a little bit, because I know songs releasing to radio, you've released your EP and now you're releasing this song, which is already out, but it wasn't out to radio. So tell us a little bit about the EP in general, and where we can get it from.
Yeah, the EP was based around my last 6 singles.
Yeah. So,
and it was the Damn This Town EP. I just I was the difficult part with this EP was that we were going through that whole COVID period, and
yes.
want to release it next in 2 months' time, but I couldn't because the producer lives 2.5 hours away from me, so go down there and do all the recordings and that. It was crazy, and it was a really, really difficult time to sort of just to get those 6 songs 6 songs out. So we did it though, bits and pieces here and there, and we ended up releasing it a couple of months later. But and it's got it's got all the songs on there. The Cruising Along song is on there, and Damn This Town, Falling in Love in Galveston, From the Start, and all those type of songs. So they're all on there. This new one isn't, and the one previous to this one, they're going to be on the next one.
Do you think that having that extra time to get it ready, I guess, and do you think it changed what you would have put on there? Do you think it would have been the same if you'd have done it, or do you think that extra time made you think more and do different things?
Yeah, I guess it gave more time for Rod. Rod Motby be able to work with the track. Definitely. You're able to listen to it a few more times than what you would. And make some changes if you wanted to. So it does. It did help in one way, but also in the other way. It was like we wanted to release the songs, but you can't get it out there. So
that's right, because you've done your radio releases, and now you want to put it into a body that people can buy, and that's what we're saying. The differences between a radio release and an actual release. It can be on an EP, but we can then release it or release it first, and it works so differently, but I don't know how anyone can sit on stuff that's already ready, because I'd be bursting if it was.
It's so hard, Danny. Like you have the song in your phone, and you've been playing it for a month in your car or whatever, and you want people to hear it so you can get all the feedback. It's really, really tough, but it's kind of like you just want to throw your baby out there and see what if they're going to get accepted in the world, kind of thing. So, it is difficult.
Yeah, it would. Oh, honestly, you guys have been so patient, all musicians, in the last few years. But I have noticed a difference in a lot of quality of different artists, and I think it's allowed us more practice with writing and more time at home to put into songs that previously they might have rushed or not quite got right. So they've had time to fine tune those songs, and I think that's been good for people's skill and their writing styles.
Oh, look, definitely. You know what? It's actually worked for me. I mean, it's given me some reasons, like some ideas, I should say, to write some new songs and new material, and that was one of them. And She's the One was one of them, and and we've got a whole bunch of them that Rod's got down there, and it gave us a lot of time, and we I guess we wanted to get out there and play. We wanted to do our thing, but I'm sure a lot of the guys, out there, the musos and that, they either got to practice more or to relax more. So
which is something that we never used to get as well.
In my case, it was driving my wife crazy. So.
Does she know the words well?
It was funny when I wrote this one, or when I recorded this one, because the last one, She's the One, was was a happy kind of love song, and this one was like totally different. So she's like, oh, what's this one about? It's like,
oh dear, I do feel sorry for the families that have to live with all the creativeness going on and the repeating of the songs over and over. But
that's the difficult thing about being a writer.
It's not. There's no fear of her forgetting the lyrics, is there? So now that you're getting back out there and you're planning on going on the road, have you got any bucket list things planned that you wanted to get to music-wise this year?
Look, obviously you want to get onto more festivals and things like that, and just play more larger venues. It'd be awesome. I've been given the opportunity this Friday, so that's why I'm really, really excited about it. And plus the young ones. So hopefully, for me, it's just about getting more gigs and just getting them more and seeing new places and meeting new people. That's for me. That's what I want to do. So.
Lovely. Now I know that you're sitting there with your guitar and you're going to do a song for us. Are you still happy to do one?
Yeah. A song. If you like me to do a song, I can do a song.
That would be lovely. Well, I'm going to give you the room and let you choose, and I'll come back in when you're finished.
How about I play I Used to Be a Cowboy?
That sounds lovely. I do like that one. All right, I'll give you the room.
This is an acoustic version of I Used to Be a Cowboy. It's kind of when I first wrote it. I don't get to drive down that old dirt road, her place, and I sure don't get to kiss her pretty face. She went and broke it off and left it all for what I didn't do. I guess she had enough of my living ways and she cut me loose. I used to be her cowboy, a wild boy, oh, I was her everything. I went and lost it all, a late night call with the boys out for a drink. Yeah, the room is where I was with someone new. Well, you know I would never do anything like that to hurt you. I used to be her cowboy. I used to be her cowboy. I still see her sister every now and then. Oh, I don't ask her how she's been or anything. Oh, I don't want to know if she's moved on to someone new. I swear I'll change my ways if she took me back before you could count to two. I used to be her cowboy, a wild boy, oh, I was her everything. I went and lost it all, late night calls with the boys out for a drink. Yeah, the room is where I was with someone new. Oh, you know I would never do anything like that to her too. I used to be her cowboy. I still got that dent on the tailgate and that broken windscreen rubber blade. When you came and I tried to explain, I used to be her cowboy, wild boy, oh, I was her everything. Now I went and lost it all, late night calls with the boys out for a drink. Yeah, the room is where I was with someone new. Oh, you know I would never do anything like that to her too. I used to be her cowboy. I used to be her cowboy. I used to be her cowboy. I used to be her cowboy.
What a beautiful song. It's such a great song. And it does, I love acoustic music. So Paula was listening and she said it was so good. And Scott said, really impressed, Ronnie, definitely on his playlist now. Actually, that's interesting because a few people that I sent the song to earlier today, like I often do, I got messages back going, wow, that's really good. And they're like, they didn't believe me when I said that you're Australian.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
It's true. Yeah. A lot of people say to me, I thought you were from America or something. It's like, nah, man, I'm from the South Sydney.
Yeah, it just shows the talent that we have in this country, and it surprises people, which is great. They still, people are still discovering how good Australians are at music. And John said, clapping for you. I think it's exciting. Now, where can we get that single from at the moment?
Yeah, from Spotify, iTunes, all those social platforms. I think it's getting uploaded on our website as well, so it should be available next week to download from our website. Yeah, so all those kind of social media platforms, you'll be able to get it. There's so many of them now. Yeah, so it's all there. Yeah, they can download it or they can buy it, and it'd be great.
Now, this song's sort of been out in the world since July. How has people been feeling it? What have people been writing to you and giving you feedback? I know it's been hard because we've only sort of just started to get back to shows, but have you had lots of responses?
Yeah, well, it's funny. The few shows that I've been playing, they've all been asking me to play it. I've played them that little acoustic version, which is a little bit different to what we did, but they love it. They really, really like it, and they like the story. It's So, they're liking it. And I've had a lot of social media, messages that have come through, and people liking it and congratulating on how well it's going on the charts as well, and all that kind of stuff. So, it's been really good. The response is really good, and obviously Jules, Wild Hearts Publicity, she did a great job for me. So yeah,
absolutely. And Paula said that she listens to your music on Spotify. It's interesting. I always like hearing when people listen to their music, because I like everybody. I have accounts with everybody, but then I have different platforms that I guess I listen to it from different times. I guess if you're looking for a video or if you're looking for the music, but I know that you've got some really good film clips on your YouTube page. So I have put the link in the top of the comments for your YouTube so that they can jump on and have a look at the videos and the making, all that sort of thing. Do you do videos? Are they something that took you a bit to get used to as well, going from?
Yeah, as you notice, I don't act in any of them. I'm not good at that. No. Jay Sini, he does an amazing job. I've been lucky to be able to do my music videos with him. I mean, he is a Golden Guitar winner now, so
he is.
props to him. He does an amazing job. So, I leave all that kind of stuff up to Jay. He gets the and all that kind of stuff. I'm just happy to hold my guitar and play.
So he comes in with his ideas, and you just let him go.
He's such a talented bloke. I mean, I just send him my song and I just leave it to him. He always asks me what I think, and and I tell him I'm not a good actor, mate. So just let me sing and play the guitar. I'm happy to do that.
Yeah,
you guys all best and do the rest.
He does it all. Yeah, that's right. This is what I'm paying you for. Right. Paula said that she's going to check out YouTube. She's going to check out your YouTube page.
Oh, that's
definitely.
Cool. Thank you.
The other thing, so have a look in the link, because I have put it in the top, but I think I've been noticing I don't know for those of you that watch YouTube all the time, but there's YouTube topic and then there's the artist page, and quite often the YouTube topic will come out first, and that's not actually your page. Yours is the artists are often down a couple, so just be careful with that, because it didn't always happen on YouTube, but now it seems to be happening nearly every time I search for somebody that, it's just a bit odd. So just be careful. Make sure you're playing the actual artist's page if you can. But I don't know why they're doing that. It seems to be on nearly everybody now, one of those strange duplicate pages. I don't know. Social media, where can we watch you to keep up to date with new shows as they come in?
On my obviously the website, they'll be able to know new shows that are coming up and what we've got booked. They'll be able to go on there. They can go on my Facebook, Instagram. We're always posting things up on there, and having a great time. Sometimes I just do some videos from home, and just to say g'day and what's going on, or I might drive my wife crazy or something and put it on there. And it's you're just trying to have fun, and they can find us all on there. Follow us and send us messages. I always try to reply to everyone. So
I can feel Scott's head shaking, going, Danny, don't look at YouTube because I muck it up. I know every time I press something, I'm like, I wonder if I'm allowed to do that. I don't know. Instagram is not my thing, but Facebook I still struggle with that, let alone Instagram. But I can just see Scott now going, don't try, Danny. I tried to reply to somebody today and it didn't work.
I only know the basics. That kind of stuff.
No. In people's stuff is much nicer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you going to head to Tamworth in January?
Yes, we're trying to get up there definitely. I think we've already got a couple of little, appearances that we're doing. I'm really looking forward to Tamworth. Definitely going to go up, do some shows and have some fun and say good day to everyone.
Oh, good. Well, I'm coming to Tamworth and I'm dragging my mum along, which I don't know that she's probably not watching. So I can probably say I'm probably going to, I don't know if she's going to be coming home with me because when she gets in that heat, she may die. But
Yeah.
I don't know how she's going to go. But I'm coming along. So I would love to have a chat to you in person or come to one of the shows. It'd be great to actually get to do a live chat. But in between, you should come to Tassie and go to Darwin by the sounds of it. They're two places that everyone seems to love, and Tassie I can vouch for. So
I'd love to head over to Tassie. It's a beautiful place. So I definitely, the Wolf brothers come from there, yeah?
Yes, they do. Yes. They're originally from the south, and now one lives in the south, one lives in the north, just down the road. So we've got so many artists that have come out of Tassie. The more you hear, you think, hang on, they were born in Tassie too.
Gina Timms as
yes,
well.
Gina Timms. Yeah. Who else? Casey Barnes is Tasmania.
Yes.
Jamie Lindsay.
I'm going to move to Tasmania.
That's right. Everybody come down. We have the best state. And we love country music.
You got all.
And we love country music. Well, it's interesting. Our country music crowd has definitely grown down here. Kaz has said to be brave. No, the heat's. I'm okay with the heat, Kaz. Actually, I love the heat. But my mum, she's a little nervous, which, we'll see. Stuart French, absolutely, Kaz. Stuart French is Tasmanian. We've got so many Tassie artists out there, which is lovely to see. We should do a showcase at one of the festivals one day, a Tassie showcase. We could do it.
Then I can't be part of it. I know that's.
We can have guests. You're going to move down, right? You're going
to come to move to Tassie.
That's right. Come on down. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us today. I hope you brave us again because that's so good listening to your music. And it's such it's a style that there isn't as much of at the moment. And it's really great to hear some of those, traditional country sounds coming through in music, which is, I think, what a lot of us fell in love with years ago. Mike Carr lives here now. Kaz is on a roll. She knows everybody. He does. Mike Carr lives not far away.
I'm a big fan of Mike. Yeah.
Well, he's Tasmanian now, and
his friend Buddy Good.
Yeah, his friend Buddy Good. Who we don't hear as much from Buddy at the moment, do we? No.
Me personally, I think Buddy Good has the best Australian country voice.
Yes, definitely, and a great lyrics. Great with the lyrics.
Yeah. Cool. A great song comes with great lyrics.
That's right.
Yeah, he's Buddy Good's awesome. I've got quite a few of his stuff on my Spotify playlist.
Oh, have you? Me too. Actually, he comes up quite a bit. It depends who's driving in the car with me as to whether I can play this song or skip it. Exactly. With my grand, I might press skip on that one.
Yeah, I definitely don't play it on the kids there, but
Jean Stafford, that's another one that's here. We've got loads of people down here, so come on down and have a look. But before we do, go up to the top of the comments when we finish, guys, because it will come back up. You will be able to click on them and click onto the YouTube channel and have a look at some of Ronnie's videos because they're really good and the music is great. So have a look if you can see what ones, and tell us in the comments when you've looked at them which is your favourite video. Let us know which one's your favourite because we can still see the comments when it closes. But thank you so much for joining us, Ronnie. I hope we get to see you very soon. Thank you for braving Country Kickback for the first time.
There's a lot of look, I'd love to come back on and I'll see you up at Tamworth, and thank you for having me.
Anytime. Well, guys, we won't be back with a show tomorrow night, but we will be back with some lives over the weekend, tomorrow night and throughout the weekend. So keep your eye out, different times, different shows, and stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Thank you so much. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed today's program. See you next time with the latest with Country Kickback.